Charlotte McLeod with the Investing News Network, and here today with me is David Morgan, publisher of the Morgan Report. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you, Charlotte. Good to be with you.
Great. So I want to start out by talking about silver. Like most commodities, it continued to struggle last year, and I haven't heard a lot of positive predictions for this year. Are you still feeling bullish on silver?
I am. The fundamentals are still fairly strong. I mean, industrial demand has been not as strong as it's been in the past, but it's still fairly strong. And investment demand actually has been pretty robust outside of the institutional investor.
Okay, so your top reason for being bullish on silver is?
Absolutely. It's the demise of fiat currencies on a global basis, and I think that's still in our future. Certainly, my belief is the 2008 crisis has disrupted the financial industry, and there is really no strong recovery.
Okay. On a different note, you are setting up a new royalties company. You haven't released too many details yet, but could you give me an idea of the basic premise?
Well, if you look at the Morgan Report, we favored the streaming and royalty companies a great deal because the risk is very low relative to, let's say, an exploration company or even a producing company. And I saw in the space there was a need, in my view, for a different way to do a royalty or a streaming company. So we started Lemuria with the idea that it would be, let's say, more of a win-win for both the company that provided the financing, Lemuria in this case, and the partner that we'd be working with.
Right. Yeah, there are a lot of royalties companies on the market right now, it seems. So you're confident you're doing something different and you'll be able to compete?
Absolutely, because in the model that's out there right now, it's a fixed cost. So, for example, take a silver wheat, and there's a fixed cost of, for example, $4.75 per ounce silver, and that's into perpetuity, wherever the mine life is or the deal that's struck, 6-year life, 10-year life, 15-year life. Whereas in our model, we thought, well, why not let these companies have exposure to the upside? Because we think we're really near the low or at the bottom. So if we gave them, for an example, 30% of the spot price, and silver went from 14 to 45, the amount that they would get on their silver would be much greater than they would at a fixed price. So it's a different little twist, a little change to the model that we think is very favorable to the industry.
Okay, and so for you, this is a different kind of thing than you're doing. You're a market commentator. This is leading a company. How are your skills going to transfer over? What are you going to bring to it?
A lot of experience. Don't laugh. I mean, with my not unique, because anybody that does what I do has a similar position. But I'm very close to a lot of the mining projects. I know the ones that need financing. I know the ones that have very strong positions in the metal space, for example, and we can help them by giving them the money they need to advance their projects, and in return get a favorable price on gold or silver. We're going to focus on gold or silver initially, but we're open to other streams in the natural resources, like even water as an example, but we're not there yet, and we do have to go a step at a time, and I'm pretty conservative, anyone that knows me, so we're going to do it, not super slow, but cautiously, let's say.
Okay. And what's your immediate next step there?
The immediate next step is to get our first stream signed, get the documents, done.
Yeah.
Let the community know, what we've done and what the next acquisition will be or whatever. We're looking, depending on the amount of money we raise, we'll have enough to do at least one with a pretty good treasury. And we'll be very conservative. We're not going to take any salaries the first year. We're going to really just focus on building the company, again, with that strong foundation. And if we get up to like the $15 million level, we would probably be able to do like 3 acquisitions, or 3 streams, I should say.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining me today. That was very interesting.
Thank you, Charlotte. It's always fun to see you at the show.
Okay. Once again, I'm Charlotte McLeod with the Investing News Network, and this is David Morgan.